My wife and I have had 2 children, and that we had that opportunity because of the balance that we've had. And this new roster is going to take that away. At the moment, with the current roster, we still have the situation where you're on call at night and you get called away while you're having tea with your kids or you're reading them a bedtime story. With the roster they're suggesting now, that's going to be happening more often, and we're not going to have any extra time off to catch up, spend time with our kids.
When my kids were little, my wife couldn't even go to the shop to get a bottle of milk because I was on call and had to leave. So, the whole family's affected.
People have got to realise that when you finish your job, you just don't come home to bed and go to sleep. You take a while to wind down and get your brain, basically go to sleep. So it's not just the 3 hours or 5 hours that you might be going to Canberra and back. You'll get home, lay down, and life starts in the morning. My kids don't sleep at 6 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. So you get up and you get ready to go to work again. So that's just how it works.
When I head off to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'll be coming home that night on call around 1900 if I finish on time. After that, the on-call can mean that I get interrupted from dinner engagements, social engagements of any kind, and then interrupted from my sleep. That can happen for days at a time. So the job is not only at work, but it's at home as well.
Have to be tied to your mobile phone. You have to, take a shower. You've got to have your phone in there because you could get called at any time and run out to do a job. Just put your dinner on. Oh, no, turn the oven off, go out, do the job, come back. But at the same time, those 4 days off that provides gives you a chance to recuperate and really de-stress and spend some time with family and friends and have some form of a social life.
A lot of rural paramedics will either look at alternative employment or reduce hours by going part-time or whatever, just for the simple reason that they need to get some normality between work and family life. And if this is the way that the service wants to push officers, then that's the avenue, that's the only choice that they've got.
Particularly for me, for other mothers as well, but my husband's also a paramedic and will be on call, so it will just make it absolutely impossible. There's no one that you can leave your child with at night or just for a few hours while we go to Canberra for extra nights or things like that, so there's just no way.
You have a wife, you have a partner, you have a husband, and they need balance in their life, and most of them would like to work. And with this new roster, they won't have that opportunity because where can you find suitable childcare in the country that can cope with our hours? You can't. So pretty much you've said to them, okay, you can't have a career anymore. I'm going to have this career, which now is not as rewarding as what it should have been. And they're going to be asking you why. And I think a lot of people will go part-time or leave the service.
It's really important, especially now that I've had kids, to find that work-life balance, Like many people here, I haven't got immediate family to care for my kids, so I rely on childcare services to back us up. And my husband also works, so, he's got a job to get to in the morning, and when you're on call, it's, you're tied to the ambulance service. So, yeah, it's difficult. It's really difficult to find that, happy balance, I suppose.
People in regional areas give up a lot to follow their dream and provide an ambulance service. We have young mothers who in this area would love to stay working with the ambulance service. Their life working for the ambulance service may be limited on the basis that job share agreements showing some flexibility in the workforce are going to be targeted. They will have to work afternoon shifts. Who in regional New South Wales can find childcare after hours?
It's going to make it almost impossible to return to work, just be doing a lot more afternoon shifts, and obviously in the country and even in the city, it's impossible to get after hours daycare or childcare. So it just means that I will not be able to return to work. So yeah, makes it difficult for family life.